Good morning. Well, after making all these lamps and clocks, I'm a bit bored with it for one thing. But the other thing is, now, my other good friend in the US, Road King, and I've been wondering what I could send him, just something small, you know, reminder, for a long time. And the problem is, what on earth do you give someone that's got everything? I mean, he's got a really cool hot rod, and I mean, he's even got a 57 Chevy gathering dust, you know. I mean, and him and his friends, they do fantastic work, marvellous engineers. So I thought, well, you know, what can we send him? Anyway, what does a mechanic need? What's the most important tool in the toolbox? And that, of course, is a hammer. Now, I'm going to the light a bit more like that. There we are. Now, the thing is, you see, this is a tool to fix anything. You know, it's the most important tool in the toolbox. Anyway, I can't just send him that, can I? I mean, it's boring. So, I'm pretty sure that we can improve it. Well, that only took a few seconds, didn't it? Hey. Now, what I've done, just try and make it a bit more interesting. I got a spanner. It's an old spanner, and you can probably see it's been used as a hammer and all sorts, but it's nice and smooth on your hand. You know, that's alright. I've got it about right, and I fastened it on there and cleaned it up and done the hole, welded the hole up in the top, and you know, it's not too bad. This spanner, by the way, it was just one I had left. It's I won't go too close for you, but 1/2 inch width with 9/16 BSF. On the other end it says 7/16 width with 1/2 inch BSF, and it's, if you can see that, a Snail brand, right? So I thought that'll be alright. So what I'm going to try and do now, that side, and you definitely won't see it, I can't see it without my glasses, but there's a number on there. You won't be able to see it on this because I'm struggling to see it. I think it's 113, I'm not sure. But anyway, so what I'm going to try and do for you, mate, put your initials using the Dremel and a little tiny grinding disc, and see if I can put your initials on this side for you. So there we are. Put RK on it. Well, there we are, look. I'll come in close, it'll be a bit blurred, but there we are. I've got an RK. You can make out what it is, which is a miracle for me, isn't it, with my skills. So there we are. And that, by the way, on that side, it's so faint, I look with my glasses on, it says number 3. So that's why that's on that side. So there we are. I reckon that's a bit unique, isn't it? I think that's a bit unique. Right. We'll send it to the paint shop and show you it a bit later. Now, my good mate Road King. We've been friends, online friends, for a long while now, haven't we? Thanks to you that people have to support my videos. Yeah, joking apart, we've had a laugh, haven't we? Anyway, we've got this done, look. We've got it done. It's not come too badly actually. I don't know, by your standards, probably one or two little glitches, but I think it's quite right. Anyway, we'll have to get it to you, won't we? Now, what's changed? One is, heavy objects like this. I actually thought it'd take a second mortgage to send them to America. However, it's relatively cheap. You know, it doesn't break the bank. Well, it dents it slightly, but it'll recover. I don't know if you can see this, but your initials have actually come out quite well. I'm rather pleased with that actually. So, there we are. We'll get it to you. I'll get in contact and, you know, and we'll get it to you. Now, look, that's something, like I said, it's a tool to fix anything. Now, I was actually hoping to show you it in use, because I don't know if you remember me little old lawnmower I've got. Well, like all old engines, when they're left, they tend to, the carburetor, the needle valve in the carburetor tends to leak. So all you have to do is hit my hammer, isn't it? You know, just tap them like that. Anyway, what's happened is, last year I tried it and there was no spark because the coil's gone. It's got damp. I brought it in, I had it in for 3 months, and I tidied it up. Sorry, I heated it up a few times and left it for ages. Anyway, it still had a short, so it won't run. So as I say, I was hoping to show you that. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, look, you can take that to shows, can't you? If you want, you know, you can do it like. But if you take it to shows, you'll be able to, well, I mean, you take pegs in, won't you? Any engines that are, the float's leaking, you better hit with that. You know, someone comes and robs your wallet, you better clout them over the head, won't you? You know, I mean, it's a useful thing. Clout them over the head that way would be even better, wouldn't it? With that spike on it. Yeah, so, now I think you might just, well, I hope you'll appreciate that. Now, when I make things for people, I always try to think, now would I like to get it? And to be honest, this is one thing that I would like to get. Yeah, I would. So, there we are. I think that's about it. We'll get organised. Well, me organised, that's a laugh, isn't it? That's a laugh. But we'll try and get organised, put it like that. And just like I said at the end of Ken's video, you know, like Roy says, we'll see what develops. Alright. Hope you like it. Cheers.